Take this moment to think about the value and importance of having and using mental health resources. You have a dentist, you have a physician, hopefully you have a massage therapist and a yoga teacher too. Well, having a mental health professional needs to be at the top of that list. This is because, as you learned in the first few lessons, what we create in our mind cascades through our emotions and our behavior, producing negative or positive results in our career, relationships, and health. For example, I've never known anyone who is depressed for no reason. Difficult events happen in life that are overwhelming. We have little education or training in how to heal emotional trauma on our own. Previous lessons highlighted research on how chronic stress can increase over time and contribute to chronic illness. In some people, stress can adversely affect the chemistry of their brain, resulting in too much norepinephrine, a naturally occurring chemical that is released into the blood whenever the brain, aka you, perceives that a stressful event is occurring or is about to. Stress also prevents the release of serotonin, a positive hormone that can stabilize mood while increasing feelings of well-being and happiness, which can help you cope better with stress. But when stress builds up too much and starts affecting your brain's chemistry, the proactive stress response won't be enough. You can spiral down in your thoughts and emotions until you even question your ability to survive. Now, I believe we all have inherited some genetic weaknesses in some systems of our body. Some families have a history of circulatory problems. Others, like mine, have a history of skin cancer. Still, other families have a weakness in their nervous system. This doesn't mean that you will inevitably manifest the same illness as your ancestors, but it could reflect a predisposition that expresses under prolonged stress. Kind of like an old inner tube tire that has a weak spot, but it only bulges out under too much pressure. Eventually you hit it too hard and the tire bursts. It's best not to wait until you're in a crisis to line up resources. You want professionals in your contact list. If your business has an EAP, an employee assistance program, that can provide lots of free services like counseling. Take a moment today to learn about yours. Many EAPs provide a certain number of sessions, say 5 per problem per year. So if you have 5 children, that's 25 sessions right there. Sadly, I've learned most employees avoid their EAP because of a fear it might not be confidential. But the healthcare providers you speak with are licensed by the state, not your employer. State boards mandate confidentiality. It might not be confidential that you use the service, many times it will be. Only group statistics, like types of issues, demographics, are usually provided to your employer. Nothing about you and your specific issue. That is, unless you're required to get counseling because of performance issues. That might be different. Don't wait for that. Take the initiative and find out what's available as part of your benefits, which means you've already paid for it. Make an appointment to explore your options and confirm the confidentiality. Don't wait until you've been so depressed and anxious for even just a few weeks that the idea of finding someone and talking to them makes you more stressed and more depressed. And if it turns out you are depressed, there are amazing antidepressants and anti-anxiety medications with very low side effects, if any. Look, this is how I think about depression. You're out in the open sea. You're putting all your effort into breathing and staying afloat. Just forget about finding the shore. You just need to survive right now. Well, antidepressants are like a life preserver. You're still in the middle of the ocean, but now you don't have to focus so much on breathing. You can focus on finding your way back to shore to get home. You know, in case you don't know it, counseling is what helps you get back home. Counseling and medication combined can save your life. That, of course, requires 2 professionals, the counselor and the physician. Whoever you go to first will have referrals to the other. Or again, so will your EAP. Now, if you don't have an EAP, be sure to contact Mental Health America in your city. They have a list of counselors, each skilled in different issues like depression, family systems, career, relationships. Some work on a sliding scale, too. Mental Health America can also connect you with other city services that could be helpful, such as the Women's Center or a VA program. Here's the simple truth. There are so many people who have devoted their lives to knowing just how to help you. I know that may sound Pollyannish, but I've seen so many people over the years who found the help they needed, but also wish they'd found it sooner. So if you find you could use more support, understanding, and guidance than this program is able to provide, please know that people are waiting to help you. Help is available. Use it.